Okay, let's talk about Ozempic for a second, because everyone in India is, taking it. People are taking it like candy to lose weight. How good or bad is Ozempic?
It's a very interesting question. So Ozempic or semaglutide is
Semaglutide.
semaglutide.
Okay.
Yeah. Ozempic is the brand name.
Okay.
It's a GLP-1 receptor agonist, right? So what it does is it reduces your appetite, it slows your gastric emptying, which is basically how quickly your stomach's kind of emptying its food contents, right?
Okay.
Now, it is not something I would recommend to the average person unless they have a real need for it, right? It's an amazing drug if you have diabetes and if you're obese and you meet the criteria, which is a certain BMI above 30 something. I'm not an expert on that. But if you're just trying to lose a few kilos, you're doing damage to your body by taking something unnecessarily, right? There's actually 4,300 lawsuits against Novo Nordisk, the
Really?
company that manufactures Ozempic right now. And that's because of all the side effects that people are noticing. There are some really severe side effects that people are that are coming to light now in the news, and that can range from nausea, vomiting, all of the usual stuff, but it's also significant visual effects, and a whole range. So I'd say if you can lose those few kilos through eating healthier or walking more, running more, going to the gym a bit more, these are more irritating solutions, but long term they are so much better for you than taking a drug with unknown side effects as of now.
So you're saying that it's dangerous?
I'm saying it can be very dangerous. Yes, if used incorrectly, any drug can be dangerous with incorrect usage.
Right.
I think it has very beneficial effects for the right audience. The problem is now it's become a fad.
A weight loss drug.
Yeah, it's become a fad and everyone wants it and they're taking it like it's chocolate, and it's the easiest way for them to lose a few kilos. Just because celebrities are taking it and because it's easy for you to lose those kilos, it does not mean it's good long term.
Okay, also, people in India are really tracking a lot of health metrics using Whoop these days. And there are like some other health trackers as well.
Yeah.
So I was just making a list of everything that they track. And I was hoping you can tell us what those numbers or what those metrics mean and how should people look at it, right?
Yeah.
So it's heart rate variability, resting heart rate, respiratory rate, skin temperature, blood oxygen level, heart rate zones. Those are like the major ones. What do these mean? How should people interpret the data?
Okay, good question. So a lot of people are using Whoop or Oura rings, right? And I've tried both. To an extent, I feel like the amount of health data we're getting is fascinating because we are, as a generation, collecting so much data on our health regularly and consistently, which is going to be very useful long term. The problem comes in when people, over medicalize this data, right? Because yes, it's giving you a lot of info on your health, but it's not giving you the full picture. For that, you need to go get blood tests. So you need a medical professional to come and actually examine you and check you out. So the danger comes in when you think you're doing enough testing wise and you're not, or you're over diagnosing and becoming a little bit of a hypochondriac by paying too much attention to tiny things that may not matter in the long term, right? So it's all about balance. Track a good amount of your health. Don't become obsessive,
So would you want to explain to the audience what these
Yeah.
things mean? Like what is heart rate variability? Why
Yeah.
is it important to measure?
So heart rate variability is basically kind of the space between your heartbeats, right?
Okay.
And it's very everyone has a different normal range. It's not something you're supposed to compare between people that much, right? And it can be a sign, if it kind of goes up and down depending on how much you've exercised, how stressed you are, how your body is recovering after you've been drinking a lot the night before, or a lot of things are, affected by how you're behaving day to day, which your Whoop or your Oura is catching. So that's the interesting thing, is that these things are changing on a day-to-day basis in a way that it's giving you data that you're not getting from a blood test that's every 4 months or every 6 months. So that's very interesting. I'd say what's useful about this is in the long term if there's changes in it, right? So day to day, if you have a one day where heart rate variability is high, higher than normal or lower than normal, there's not a lot that's going to tell you. It's may just be a consequence of how you've treated your body in the last one day,
Right.
which could just be alcohol usage, exercise, stress, whatever it may be. Where it becomes useful is after a period of months, if you're noticing a change up or down in one of these key metrics, then you can actually take that data to someone and say, hey, I'm not at my normal baseline, maybe I need some more testing.